Hi there, my name is Carrie, and I get a chance to tell you about why I love 7.2. About 6.5 years ago, I started using the product. Prior to that, I was in a pretty bad state of existence, really a miserable existence. My body was out of whack. I've been having a lot of crazy symptoms and had a lot of doctor roulette, and in probably a handful of years, maybe 5 years, I got 5 different diagnoses. Of course, I was on 5 different meds, and I was just so done and so tired of it. And even after having a spinal fusion, a surgery, it didn't solve all the issues that I was battling. So I was pretty miserable, and we got a call from a great friend of ours. God bless this man, Dr. Howard Cohn, and he said, just try my product. And we've known him since the 90s, and of course we had trust, so we were like, okay, we'll try it. We've tried everything. What's one more thing, right? And I didn't know anything about alkalinity, and I never had a greens drink, not less to mention anything to do with molecular hydrogen. So we were just crash test dummies, and I started using the product. It would be January of 2012 is when I started using it. And just 2 weeks time, I couldn't believe the difference in my energy. I was staying up later, which was good for me because I was falling asleep at 7:30. So for me to be up at 10:30 and have energy, my husband's like, whoa, something's going on here. What is it? You know, and to feel better in my own body was just huge because I hadn't felt good for years. And I think the most impactful thing was the 90-day mark. So I've been using the product for 3 months, and it was just miraculous for me to recognize where I was with my health journey and how many of those symptoms, really all of them, had disappeared. I got the vitality back and the ability to function again and be a mom and be a wife and all those things that were literally suffering before. And I know that it's that nutrient density. I know that it's that the plant-based alkaline nutrition that Dr. Cohn's put together gave my body what it was missing. It was just that there were gaps that needed to be filled, right? And so the nutrition filled those gaps, and then the hydrogen, I believe, the molecular hydrogen recovery with hydro effects, was really the game changer, because that's just something that works on an internal hydration. It just works at the cellular level and just really makes an impact to putting out the fire that might be in our cells. And I was definitely in an inflamed situation. And so I'm so grateful for the recovery. So I just took the program as it says, you know, some greens and recovery and shake in the morning, and then the recovery and booster at night. And I just am so grateful that it's made such an impact in my life, and I got my life back. Now, along with that, as we were sharing the information, is because our health was changed, I became an advocate, obviously. And as we started sharing the business and the product with people that we knew and care about, the ripple effect begins. You know, it just begins with anything that you talk about that you love. And so that passion, that advocacy kind of came through to people that we were sharing our results with, and they wanted to try the product, and they got started. And before you know it, the ripple effect is around the country. Nearly 7 years later, I should say around the world, really, because of relationship marketing and the network marketing industry, the ripple effect can get to somebody pretty quickly. And it's been able to help so many thousands of people's lives be improved. I mean, to be comfortable in your own body again after years of being uncomfortable in your own body, that's just a blessing. And we are so grateful that through this industry, we're able to bring those blessings into people's living rooms, into their house, into their body, so that they can too appreciate what it's like to have that vitality as they age and to just be comfortable again. And really the bottom line is we get to help people feel good, and we get paid for it. So I pretty much love what I do, and it's just every day it's new and fun and exciting. So hopefully this message will get through to a couple of you. If you're suffering in some situation, try this out for a good 30 days. See how your body reacts. And if you're feeling, you know, inspired to share it, do, because there's people out there like me that were suffering in silence. And if I didn't get that phone call and somebody didn't share it with me, we wouldn't be having this little conversation right now. So it's a big blessing for many, many people. So thank you so much for listening.